Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. This is the part 2 tutorial of point of sale systems step by step. So here, in our last class, we at the entity class. We have to add the entity class. So let me continue the things. Okay, so here I already explained the Spring layer architecture. If you are not watching my layer architecture video, you just go to my video description. You can watch them. It's very must. Okay. So first, we have to go to the DTO. The record is coming via the DTO from the front end, right? So what you're going to do is you have to right click, you have to create the DTO. So you have to create the DTO, you have to create class, Java class, you have to make it as this category DTO. Right, category DTO. This is a class. Okay, this is a DTO class. Second one, I'm going to create the second one. This is a DTO category DTO save method. Right. Third one, you have to write category DTO update. Right. Now what you're going to do is, it just this one all things is just cut off and paste it over here. This is a DTO. This one we don't need them. This all the things we have only the these fields only need. So this is a DTO category DTO. We have this we have get request we get the data, right? So they get the data. So after that save data, you just copy this, paste it over here. The save data we have to write paste it over here. This is save DTO. Okay, so only we no need a ID field because ID field should be auto increment part so that we get rid of this ID field. The rest of the field is must cat name and activity. Third one is a update record. We have a these the three things are needed: cat ID, cat name, activity. Right. So these are the things. These are the flow works. Right. DTO which is passing the record to the controller. So the DTO which is passing the record to the controller. Right. Record is coming from via the DTO format. It is passing the controller passing the service passing to the repo is the one who communicate with the database and add the record to the database. Right. That's how the Spring Boot flow is working. Right. So now what you're going to do is this is okay. Now I'm going to go to the controller class controller. We have to write the controller category controller right. It's a category control. Third is a category control. Category controller, we have to implement the REST controller. REST controller, which will be in the REST controller, manage the RESTful API request. Second one should be the cross origin, which is manage the front end request, the which origin it is the request is coming. Third one, if you have to write it as a third one, we have a thing is we have to write uh, uh, this one, right? The category controller request mapping, right? This is a request mapping. You write a request mapping. Okay, request mapping. The request mapping API. Here you have to write the path. You have to write API. Sorry, it's the API. You have to write it API slash v1. It's nothing but a version. It's a category. Right? You have to define the path look like this. So here inside this category, first you have to declaring the methods. Okay, so what you're going to do is I'm going to first you have to make two methods. Okay, this category and first you have to write the save category. So we have to write like this. So I'm going to like this one. So I'm going to type like this. Okay, you can see here category. First I'm going to write the public, which is string method, save category. Save category. You have to create the method save category, open and close bracket. Right, this is the save method. Okay, save method. Okay, which is a string which will be returned. Okay, so return type is a post mapping. It's a post mapping. When the path is coming, path equal, you have to write here save. When the request is coming, slash save, right? This goes to string cat name. You have to write a category name. You have to write here category service. You have to send it to the category service, right? So the record will be what the records coming from the front end. So it's coming from the front end. So it's like that, like this. You have to write this course category DTO save, right? Right? Category save, right? So the coming from the front end, this like this way. When you type the front end on the Postman or some other tool, it's coming like this, right? Your Angular application is coming that this is the API. It is passing the controller to here. It is sending the request to a category service. So category service, I'm going to create two class interfaces. First one, I'm going to create a interface, which is a category. Category, right? We have a category service, which is an interface. You have got interface. This one should be interface, right? Second one should be the inside here. I'm going to make the folder, which is a which one should be the IMPL. So IMPL. This folder, you have got a category service IMPL. And this is a class, right? This flow is working like this. This is the way it's a flow is working. When the record is coming over here, it is sending to where the category service. So you have to write this name. You have to hit AutoWare. You have to write AutoWare. AutoWare. You have to write here AutoWare. You have to write this one category service. The class service. This one should be the private. That's it. That's the simple stuff you write. This one we have to get it over here. In category service, we have to create the method which is a add category. What is the thing you have going to add? What's the record is coming from the front end? This one you have to pass it over here, right? The flow is working like this. So here, when you write here, simple example, when you write the Postman, imagine you have Postman. This is the Postman, the front end tool. And the testing tool we are getting. Okay, the Postman, the testing tool we are getting. That's so here we have tried the Postman you are getting. Right, so here, what I did here is now, you can see here, likewise, right? You can see here this is a Postman. Right here you can see, I'm going to make the new request. Right. So here I'm going to the body. So here what's the record is coming. So here I'm going to write the row. Check JSON record. First one is these two things. You can see here. Now you can clearly understand what I going over here. There's a request. The request is coming via the front end. DTO. Here this is the things. Save DTO. This is two things. Here when you add the record here like as a front end, the category name TV likewise TV comma which is a true boolean type is a true which is true. You can see the true. Click send button. It's coming. The record is coming over here. It will be passing to the controller. It's receiving the data. It will be passing here. Okay, that's how it's coming. Okay, it's coming first here. This save DTO. This save DTO receive the record to here. Save method. When you the endpoint is saved, it goes to here. Go to the add method. Add method we have created where to create it. This method is add category. If you have mentioned it where you can add it at category service, so you have to mention it here category service. So category service method will be automatically created. You nothing to do it. It automatically method should be created. Very simple. Okay. After that, we have to this method we have to extend it here so that outright you have extends the extends category service. That's it. Simple stuff. So it will be taking the error. You have to implement change this one as an implementer, right? So you implement method. You have to implement add category. You have already created the method which is you have to implement. That's the thing. It will be great, right? Now this one we have to make the annotation which is a service. It's a service annotation. That's a service annotation. So sorry, not extends. Sorry, the implements keywords, not extends. Sorry, say implements keywords. Right, interface which can be implements. Right, it's not extend implements. Okay, that's why it's take. Right. This one we have what the things service which will be passing the repository. Repository the part which will be communicated with the database. Repository is nothing but it's managed with the SQL queries. If you want to write the when you add the record insert into table category, okay, cat name, status, that's all the query SQL query managed by the JPA which is handling here this repository. That's the thing it will be doing by the repository. Okay, isn't it right? So what I did here is repository. I'm going to make the repository, right? So repository, I'm going to make it as simply you write it over here. Where's my right click, select the package repository class. Here check interface. This one should be the category repository. Repo. Like it. You can write repo. Simply you can write repo. Okay. Press enter key on your keyboard. Repo has been created. Now here we have to add the JPA repository. So you have write extend keywords JPA repository. Here this one should be the category of the this one should be directly not add the record into the database repo. It adds another layer called entity. So here we have database schema. So the schema you have write it here category. So the schema also you have write here. You have to import the class schema, right? Schema is handling here. Example positive. So this one integer. Integer mean your primary data type, which is a here this type is there, it's integer. So we are this one should be the integer. Int means it's integer. So if it is a long, you have to give here as a long. So this now at the moment it's integer, so that we have defined here as a integer. Right? That's a simple stuff you have to handle. Repo extend JPA repository mean here you can see the JPA repository. All down the control key down, click on this. Here this all the save method, all the methods should be there. Delete method, all the things should be there. You can consider all the things. Okay, here so all the methods should be here where your all the thread operation will be handling. Your all the programming functionality will be handling these methods in order to do the program in Spring Boot application. Very simple. Okay, very simple. It's handling all the methods as well. Perfect. Right? Okay. Now what you're going to do is we have to done this thing so far well. Now let's moving to the part where the add category. Right. So okay. Now here we have right this also so you have to auto add the auto add. You have to write what I did here private. You have to write this one category repo. Right. Right. It will be this one should be passed into the repo. Right. This category service should be passed into the repo. The repo should be communicate the database to add the record into the database. So here what I did here is here I'm going to add the data. So simply you write it over here. Category IMPL, service IMPL. You have to just I'm going to copy this right so this I'll be explained down to it. So here the flow what I did here is the record is coming here, right? This record is coming here, so we have to explain it again or you not understand, right? Right, so here I'll be explaining, don't worry. Right. So here, first what I'm going to do is the record is coming from where? Controller. The service person IMPL. So the record is here. Now I'm going to fetch the data into the report to entity. So how to write it here? Your write is the category. So this is our which one? This is one. This is our entity. That's entity. It's a category. It's an entity. So here entity category. Right? Category. We have created the object category equal. I'm going to write here simply new category. You will create the object new category. New category. Right. So here category. So here what I did here is here my record is coming from where? It's a DTO format. DTO format you will get the record one by one. DTO save DTO. You have to category DTO save. So here I'm going to type put one dot. Here we have to implement the here have made some mistake, man. Sorry for that. So here we have implement the entity class. So here we have implement the class, but I haven't defined any properties yet. Okay, so here we have didn't implement the in our entity we have didn't implement our get and set method and everything. That's why here we have write it. I forget it. Okay. So in order to pass in the data, we have to implement the constructor and get and set method. Otherwise, it won't work. Right. So here you have to go to the entity. Right. So here this one, here this one, we have created the object of entity class. Right. So entity class object. Okay. This schema where we have the record is this is a column format. This is the auto increment. We don't need them. This one should be here. We have put in the auto increment, but generate auto. The rest of the field is must. So we have write like this. So here, what I did is implemented. So where we have to implemented the save category control right. So here, where here click on this here constructor. So here write constructor. Simply right click generate constructor. All the fields I'm all done shift key down select all the fields click OK. Again, we have all the things, all the fields. Second constructor, I have to make it as a parameter constructor. Constructor, get rid of this ID. Rest of the fields, we have to get them. Third one, we have a third one, generate, implement the get and set method. All the fields we should be there. We have to pick up all the fields. That's right. That's the thing you have to write. Okay, this is how the implement the entity. That's a get and set method. Right. So after that, we have another thing is a string. Your method. So right click, generate. Here write the toString method. You have to implement this one. Right. That's all thing you have did it. So after that, we have write. We have to not to implement another constructor which is a no argument constructor. It's blank constructor. That's the thing you have write. Okay, that's it. Okay. Now we here when you implement a constructor, but it's a parameters constructor, all the values should be there. After that, we have only two fields should be. We have to implement the category and activity. Second is third one is constructor is a blank constructor. After that, you implement the get and set method. After the string function. These are the functionality you have to implement. That's the thing you have to write. Right. Now here now you can see category DTO. The same thing here DTO as well save method also because DTO also we have to implement that method as well. So how to implement that? So here you can implement it via like this way. Generate the same thing constructor and here. Otherwise we don't need them this one. Right? Instead of writing the same things, you just copy and paste it. You simply you have to write this one. We have to add the package which is a in the form.xml which is a long book. We already know there's a long book. Okay, so the long book. So what you are going to do is the long inside the long book, all the constructor and get and set method is there. I already talked about this one. So what I did here is simply you have to implement it over here. All arch constructor, no arch constructor, here data, long book data. So it will be, it is nothing but a get and set method. This is no arch constructor, all arch constructor. That's it. Simply we have write it here. Very simple. Now here category DTO.save method. If you click on this dot, now you can see get. Now here what the problem? Save method. Right, save method. Save DTO. Right. So here what the problem? Okay, category. It's a get and set method. So we write again dot. Save your right DTO dot your right get. Why it's not coming? Okay, sorry. Here also we only put here only. Okay, here this all the constructor, all the things you have to put it is same method as well. The DTO, the update also we have to put it this one. This all the add construct. That's why it's not coming. Now here you can see here. Put here get cat name is coming. We already there it's get name. Second field is a category save DTO dot is active. There's a two methods are there. That's it. That's the thing you have write it. Right? That's two methods are written. Right? Okay. Now what you're going to do is we have saved the data. So we write how to save the data via the DTO format. Save the data via the repo. So the repo you have to implement repo. There is a method called save. Say which one? This category. This is all the DTO format. You have to get them and as a category, put it to this object. You have to save it. That's the thing you have to write save. After that, you have written as I'm going to return as a name. Now I got the category name. So this category, I'm going to send the message as get name. Or get name to front. Get name. Right? That's the thing you have to write it. But that's a simple stuff you have to write it. Okay. So after that, what I did here is we have to bring back to the application here. You have to return. You have to get the return this cat name. Here. You have to return this cat name. Right? That's the things we have to write it over here. That's the thing we have to write it over here. Otherwise, you can write instead of that, we have to write record added. Now let's check it. Open the Postman. So here we have a what is a port? This is a port, right? So let's run the application first. So, okay, let's run the application. Okay, it's working here. The all things are coming without any error. Now let's test the request. So here, what is the port? This is a port where it's running. So you open up this one. It's a post request. So this is the API. We already did the API post request. This is localhost HTTP localhost. What's the port we are defined? This is a port. This is the API. So just copy save method. This is a save method. This is the endpoint. Save method endpoint. Okay. Now here this is a JSON format. It's a post request. This is a port. This is the API path. API path nothing but this like the path we are given requestment. This is a path is coming. This is the endpoint save. Right. Now let's copy. Now let's click. What's the problem? Yeah, accidentally I haven't typed this one. Sorry. Right now here now you can see send, but one it's not added or not. Let me check. Record this. What happened? Is there any problem? Let me check it. It's added here. It's working. Here you just see here it's resolved. What's the problem? Get not support. Right, the problem get not support. So get post mapping. Now let's check it. Now you go to the database. But the database this one. Let me check it. Database is post system. Click on this. Data source. MySQL. Root root at 123. Database is this. Test the connection. Download the driver is missing. Let me download the driver sometime problem. It's a version. The current version is getting downloaded. Wait. The connection is succeed and apply. Okay. Now it is coming here. I got it. Now what happened? The post system. This is your database. Right. This is a category table. You can category table. Here this one should be cat ID is auto increment, but the cat name. What's the problem? Get name both are null. Right. So what I did is the error is showing resolve get not support. What's the problem is here for the controller. Here what's the problem? Here we have written here get. You have not written here request body. There's a body. The request is this body data should be coming. This body data should be coming over here. That's the problem. That's the problem. Right now, let's again going to run the application. Right now, what you're gonna now let's just start the same thing. TV category true. Now here's TV is display. It's working. Now here I'm going to the category radio. Active true. Radio display. Now let me go to my thing. See, it's working. Now category you have to refresh it here. Category here all here. It's working perfectly. Cat ID 1, cat ID 2. This activate. Here it's working. The flow is working like this. The problem is here. It's not support. If you are not putting the request, but it's not working. Okay. The record is coming via the DTO format. This is this. If you write it here, send points coming the DTO format. This DTO format passing data to the controller. Controller passing the service. Service passing the service IMPL. It will be get. You have to create. It will be save the record via the it is entity schema. So the in between the schema and service there is a layer called repo. Okay, so you have to create the object of entity. So entity object, what's the data is coming via the DTO format, it will be converted as an entity type. You have to now you have to save the record via the DTO the repo object dot save. Repo is a database query management system. Okay, the query the insert into like this, right? So here repo.save there is a predefined method called this object we are passing record is added successfully. Right. It completely success. We have to do it in another video too. Rest of the things we will discuss about in the video. Thank you.